Get fit fast, lose 10 pounds in 10 days. These standards and ideas are constantly surrounding us in the media today, but they may be doing more harm to our bodies than help. Diets such as the keto diet, the paleo diet, and being vegan all seem to promote a healthy lifestyle, but there may be more to it than it seems. I understand that we all want to be skinny, fit, and desirable, especially with today's societal standards. As well, we want to do this as quickly and easily as possible, but having this mindset makes us all vulnerable to fall into the trap of a fad diet that can actually damage our bodies significantly. My mom is a registered dietitian and a health coach, so my entire life I've been learning a lot about what it means to be healthy. As well, I've done a lot of my own personal research on diets in my health classes and just for my own personal information. Today I'm going to be focusing strictly on the keto diet. First, I'm going to explain what the keto diet is, then I'm going to explain why you shouldn't do the keto diet, and lastly, I'll give you an alternative to a better way of living healthily. So first, let's start with what the keto diet is. The Harvard School of Public Health says that the ketogenic diet first started as a treatment for diabetes and children with epilepsy, but since then it has turned into a 2018 trending fad diet. The main thing with keto diet is that it cuts carbohydrates significantly. As you can see, around 70 to 80% of the diet is fats, around 10 to 20% is protein, and around 5 to 10% is carbs. This 5 to 10% is much lower than we all eat in our normal day. It equates to around 50 grams of carbohydrates, which is equal to one medium-sized bagel, and that's all you get for the entire day. So if we're cutting carbs, we are going to be cutting a lot of major food groups like grains, even whole grains. So breads, pasta, and other foods that we like crackers and cookies, all go. As well, we're going to be cutting out starchy vegetables like potatoes and green beans, and you'll also be cutting out almost all fruits because they are considered carbohydrates because of the sugars inside of them. So if we can't eat this, the keto diet does allow lean proteins, fats like butter and lard and avocados, and hard cheeses, and that's about all you get to eat. The diet is structured this way to keep the body in a constant state of ketosis. Ketosis is a complicated scientific process, but in ketogenic diets from cancer to diseases, Anna Bronco explains ketosis as a metabolic state in which the body obtains its energy from the metabolism of ketone bodies as opposed to what occurs in glycolysis, where glucose is the main energy source. To dumb this down a little bit, basically carbohydrates are the main fuel for our bodies. And with the ketogenic diet, we're going to be cutting all of that out so our body is forced to use ketones and all of our stored body fat. That's why this diet sheds fat so quickly, because we don't have any fuel and we're using up what we already have and it'll shed right off. So now that we know the basics of the ketogenic diet, let's learn why we shouldn't be doing this. While it may give you the desired weight loss, it comes with a lot of health risks. As I said before, we're cutting out the main fuel for our body, so this is bound to lead to a lot of metabolic issues and a lot of negative effects on our body. The first main effect is a lack of energy. In a public release from the American Association for the Advancement of Science, Edward Weiss, PhD, did a study on 16 men and women. He had half of them do a low-carb ketogenic diet and half of them do a high-carbohydrate diet. And then he examined their exercise and their performance. After only 4 days, it was shown that those on the ketogenic diet performed significantly worse in all of their exercise activities. For athletes in the room, this means that you'd be performing worse in your games, matches, and races. And for the rest of us, this would decrease our everyday productivity. We all have goals in life and things that we want to get done, so having less energy means that we may not be able to get all the things done in life that we want to. Another big issue with the ketogenic diet is that it affects your organs, most specifically your heart. The American Heart Association has regulations for a healthy heart and what diet you should eat. It emphasizes whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, and as I said before, that is all the stuff that ketogenics cuts out. As well, in Sam Walker's book, Fad Diets Explained, he followed children with epilepsy over 10 years who used this diet as a treatment for their symptoms. While it did treat the epilepsy symptoms, it came with a lot of other staggering health statistics that were very negative. 49% of the kids had high triglyceride and 29% had high cholesterol. Both of these are directly linked to heart disease, as we would see from those American Heart Association regulations. As well, all of them were deficient in iron, magnesium, potassium, and folic acid, which also have links to heart disease, and even worse, they have major links to cancer. As well, 65% of them were severely constipated, which is simply an uncomfortable way to live that I'm sure none of us want to go through. Not only is heart disease, cancer, and other health issues very costly to you, it also shortens your life. We all want to be around as long as possible for our loved ones, so we shouldn't do this diet that's going to be shortening our lifespan and making our quality of life even worse. So if we can't do the ketogenic diet, then what can we do to be healthy and fit? Rather than cutting out the things that our body needs, we should be fueling it with nutrient-rich foods and daily activity. The Mediterranean diet is supported by my mom, who, as I said, is a health coach and also has great support in the nutritionist community. It emphasizes plant-based foods like whole grains, vegetables, and fruits, which the American Heart Association says is good, and it also emphasizes weekly protein intake and, most importantly, daily physical activity. While this diet may not be as quick and easy, it is much more well-rounded and sustainable for all of you to do. It's going to transform your body from the inside out, so you'll be able to have more energy and you'll be able to live longer. And overall, it's going to be more sustainable for your entire life because you're not cutting out big things that you love to eat. So after learning all of this info, I hope you have learned more about diets and the way that they affect your body. Today, I have shared with you what ketosis is, why you shouldn't do ketosis, and some alternatives to have a better, healthier lifestyle. We each get one body, so we should treat it the best that we possibly can. Fad diets have much more risks than the rewards, and we don't want to cut our life shorter so we can be around as long as possible for the people we love, and we want to have energy to get all the things done that we can. Not doing the ketogenic diet can truly add years to your life. Hopefully now none of you will ever follow a social media fad diet, so the next time you see an article that says shed fat fast, you will just keep on scrolling. Thank you.